My name is Heidi Alejandro-Smith. I'm running for State Representative District 90, and my qualifications are a little bit different than everyone else's. I've been a commercial truck driver for the past 15 years, but going around the country and being integrated into the supply chain, I believe that gives me a unique perspective on how the economy works. And I believe that experience could help us not only on the state level, but right here in St. Tammany Parish. I'm willing to put in overtime in order to get the corporate tax phased out, the income tax phased out. Our entire tax code needs to be redone. And not only that, we do need a constitutional convention to make sure we can make those changes in real time and not just in odd number years. That's just a requisite that I thought that was idiotic from the start. Another thing I would like to do is, not just in District 90, but in East St. Tammany as a whole, is to spur up our retail and to diversify our economy by having a mix of both regional businesses and our local businesses. Help our local businesses prop up while bringing regional businesses into the area, not big corporations, because as we've seen with the Amazon Fulfillment Center, that doesn't seem to be panning out really well. It's gonna look like we're gonna need to find a new tenant pretty soon. The last thing we need is buildings sitting empty, suites and strip malls sitting empty. So that's going to be one of my priorities as a state representative. And I hope that during our Q&A, I can elaborate for you specific plans on how to do that. And in closing, I hope that if you are looking for change, that you vote for someone like me that's a little cut from a little rough cut, a little rough around the edges, not very polished. I just do the work. That's all I do. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for being here, and thank you, the Chamber, for giving us this opportunity. I'm very happy to be here tonight, and I know a lot of you from being in business in Slidell for many years, for Slidell Cleaners, as you know. And I'm proud of my pro-business record in the House. So we have endorsements from LABI, from NFIB, from the Homeowners Association, among others. As a longtime business owner myself, I understand and believe I've done the right work in the legislature to reflect the concerns of all the people that put me there. And as a full-time representative for the past 5 years, and as a legislative assistant 8 years prior to that, I have worked very hard in the legislature and will continue to do so. I am on multiple committees. Well, actually, we all are appointed to 3 generally. So my committees are Appropriations, Insurance, and Municipal, and as well as the Joint Legislative Committee on the Budget and the House Select Committee on Women and Children. In addition, I'm a member of the Louisiana Legislature Women's Caucus, the Louisiana Republican Delegation, the Louisiana Rural Caucus, and the North Shore Delegation and the STEM Caucus. I was asked recently by a radio DJ if I consider myself a fighter. My reply to him was, I have 3 brothers. What do you think? So, yes, I am a fighter. I'm a fighter for teachers and schools. I believe in permanent teacher pay raises. I fight for low insurance rates. The inflation is the driver of them being higher now, and the rising cost of replacement. And multiple storms, of course. I'll continue to fight for tort reform. I'll fight for legislation that will assist the community that we all love. I will continue to fight for money to bring back home to our community. This year alone, I was able to secure, with the help of my constituents, my colleagues, $78 million for St. Tammany Parish, and I'm extremely proud of that. I'll fight to improve our state so our children won't have to leave, so that they can stay here and make a living. While I am a fighter, I also know how important relationships are, and I'm proud of the wonderful relationships that my husband and I have had in Slidell and in Baton Rouge. And I stand before you today as the recipient of the Doc Hudson Award for Unity and Friendship that my colleagues vote on for one person every year. So I think that speaks to how well I get along in the House, and hope to continue to do that. And I ask for your vote on October 14th. Thank you.
Thank you to the Chamber. I'm Brian Glorioso. I'm running for State Representative District 90. I'm running because I'm tired of Louisiana being last. And why is Louisiana last? Because we elect the wrong people. We elect people because we went to the same high school as them, or we knew their mom and dad, and that's why we're always last. If you want Louisiana to move forward and compete with the other states, you must start electing educated people who have the courage and the ability to change this state. It's time for new representation in District 90. I am the candidate for that job. I'm a business owner here in St. Tammany. I've built 2 successful businesses, Patriot Title and Dubuisson and Glorioso. We've been very active in the Chamber. I am an attorney by trade. I've worked in the insurance industry for over 20 years. I've already developed a plan to solve the #1 crisis in this community right now, which is the insurance cost, which is causing families to leave. I've been meeting with state leaders from across the state and industry leaders. And if you want that problem solved, I'm the only candidate in this race that has the experience, the education, and the ability to work on that. This election cycle will change the history of Louisiana. If we do not elect smart people that have the courage to fight to change the state now, we will forever be behind the other states. Every other state in the South is growing in population and jobs, except Louisiana. This is our time. We will have a supermajority of Republicans in the House, but you need real Republicans, not Bud Light Republicans who vote with the Democrats every time they get a chance, like the current representative. I will stand firm on our Republican values. I will represent the citizens of District 90 and not the woke left. I will fight to bring business to this state. I will fight to bring our tax dollars back to St. Tammany. I will fight for real flood protection for everyone in District 90 and not just some. And I will work immediately to reduce our insurance costs. I will ask the new governor to call a special session as soon as we're sworn in to address that issue, because right now, families are hurting. Good people are leaving this area. We don't have time to waste. We need people that know what they're doing and can get up there and change this state. If you work with me and give me this opportunity, I will fight for you, I will fight for District 90, and together we will finally make Louisiana live up to its potential and make Louisiana great. Thank you very much.